The automatic doors of Hope Haven Children's Hospital in Willow Creek slid open with a soft hum as I guided my 8-year-old daughter, Lily, through the entrance in her wheelchair. Her small hand clung to mine, a familiar gesture during our weekly visits for physical therapy. Lily was born with spina bifida, and though her spirit burned brighter than anyone I knew, the world often threw obstacles in her path that tore at my heart. "Dad, do you think Dr. Larson has new badges today?" she asked, her voice brimming with the kind of hope that made me ache with love and a fierce need to protect her. "I bet she does, kiddo," I said, smoothing her favorite teal blanket over her legs. "Remember what we talked about asking for help if you need it while I'm in the waiting room?" Lily nodded, her eyes serious. At 8, she carried a quiet wisdom that humbled me. As the police chief of our small town for 4 years, I'd seen humanity's darkest corners, but Lily was my daily reminder of its light. We moved down the bustling corridor toward the pediatric wing of the hospital, alive with the hum of families, staff, and visitors. I kept Lily's wheelchair close to the wall, ensuring she felt secure while leaving room for others. Then I noticed HOA woman in her early 50s, with sleek auburn hair, clutching an expensive purse, her face etched with irritation. Her badge read, "Volunteer Supervisor," and she was berating a young nurse at the reception desk, her voice sharp enough to cut through the hospital's noise. "This is absurd. People need to respect hospital rules. I've been here 6 months, and I won't tolerate this mess." My gut tightened. I'd dealt with enough petty tyrants in my line of work to recognize the type, but this was a children's hospital. Surely, she'd show some restraint. I was wrong. As we approached the elevator, her gaze locked onto us, her eyes narrowing at Lily's wheelchair. "Excuse me," she barked, her heels clicking as she stormed over. "You can't block the hallway like that." I stopped, confused. We were well to the side, leaving ample space. "Ma'am, we're not blocking anything. We're just heading to an appointment." Her face flushed crimson. "Don't lie to me. That wheelchair's clogging up the corridor. This is a hospital, not a playground. Control your kid." My blood simmered, but I kept my tone steady, years of training kicking in. "My daughter has every right to be here. We're not in anyone's way." Lily's grip tightened, her confidence hard-won through months of therapy fading under this woman's venom. The protective rage in my chest roared to life. "Don't you dare talk back," she snapped, stepping closer, her badge swinging as she pointed at Lily. "I'm the volunteer supervisor here, and I have authority. That child's causing chaos." Before I could respond, a calm voice cut through. "MS. Harper, what's happening?" Dr. Larson, Lily's therapist, approached, her brow furrowed. She was a compassionate woman in her late 30s who'd worked wonders with Lily's mobility and spirit. The woman, MS. Harper, turned with a fake smile. "Dr. Larson, thank goodness. I was just explaining that wheelchairs need to be managed properly. They can't take up space like this." Dr. Larson frowned, glancing at us. "I don't understand. Sheriff Carter and Lily are always courteous. They're never in the way." MS. Harper's eyes widened, her indignation flaring. "Sheriff? Of what? That doesn't give his kid a free pass to disrupt hospital operations." Lily's voice, small and trembling, broke the tension. "Dad, I don't want to cause trouble. Can we go home?" Her words gutted me. This hospital was her sanctuary, a place to grow stronger. Now, this woman was making her feel like a burden. "We're staying, sweetheart," I said firmly, squeezing her hand. "You belong here." MS. Harper's face twisted with fury. "How dare you defy me? I've given months to this hospital, and I won't be disrespected by some lying parent and his attention-seeking kid." My voice dropped to a dangerous calm. "Ma'am, step back and lower your voice. You're scaring my daughter." She didn't. Instead, she shrieked, "This child needs to learn the world doesn't revolve around her disability." Then she made a catastrophic mistake. In a flash of rage, MS. Harper grabbed Lily's wheelchair and yanked it backward. Lily gasped, tumbling to the floor with a thud that seared itself into my memory. As my daughter lay there, tears streaming down her face. Harper raised her foot and stomped on Lily's leg-to-leg, already weakened by her condition. "Maybe now you'll learn your place," she snarled. The world blurred red. Time slowed and sped up all at once. Lily's scream of pain and fear pierced my soul. My roar of fury echoed through the corridor. "Dr. Larson shouted for security and medical help. I lunged between Ms. Harper and Lily, my voice lethal. "Get away from my daughter. Now." Ms. Harper stumbled back, stammering. She was blocking, but her bravado crumbled as she realized the gravity of her actions. I dropped to my knees beside Lily, my hands trembling as I checked her for injuries. "I'm here, baby," I whispered, helping her sit up. "Where does it hurt?" "My leg," she sobbed. "Why did she hurt me, Dad? I was being good." Her confusion shattered me. A medical team arrived, examining Lily as I held her hand, barely containing my rage. Ms. Harper hovered nearby, her face pale, muttering excuses. Sheriff Carter, Officer Rachel Lee, one of my best, strode toward us. Someone had called the police, and dispatch sent her when they heard my name. "We got a report of an assault on a minor. What do you need?" I glanced at Ms. Harper, now wringing her hands. "She assaulted my daughter." "Handle it." Officer Lee turned to Ms. Harper. "Ma'am, stay where you are. We need to talk." Ms. Harper's voice cracked. "This is ridiculous." I barely touched her. "They're exaggerating." Dr. Larson stepped forward, her voice icy. "I saw everything." She grabbed Lily's wheelchair, caused her to fall, and stomped on her leg. Ms. Harper shrieked. "They're lying. I'm a volunteer. I was maintaining order." As officers took statements and prepared to take Ms. Harper into custody, I focused on Lily. The medical team confirmed no broken bones, but noted severe bruising and emotional trauma. Lily clung to me, whispering, "I don't want to come back here, Dad." My heart broke. This place, once her haven, was now tainted by cruelty. Ms. Harper was arrested for assault, battery, and child endangerment. As Officer Lee cuffed her, she sobbed, "It was a mistake. I'm not a bad person." I faced her, my voice steady. "You made choices grabbing my daughter's wheelchair, knocking her down, and stomping on her. Those weren't mistakes. Those were decisions." She was led away, her sobs echoing down the hall. Over the next weeks, the story exploded in Willow Creek. Volunteer attacks, disabled child, dominated headlines, and Ms. Harper became a pariah. The hospital banned her and revamped its volunteer screening. The community rallied around Lily. Local shops sent gifts. The school's soccer team made her an honorary captain, and families of disabled children formed a support network, showing Lily she wasn't alone. At trial, the evidence was overwhelming. Security footage showed Ms. Harper's deliberate cruelty, and her own words, "Maybe now you'll learn your place," sealed her fate. The jury convicted her in hours, and she was sentenced to 18 months in prison, probation, community service with disabled adults, and a lifetime ban from working with vulnerable populations. Lily, now 10, spoke at a conference 2 years later, her voice steady. "Some people are mean because they don't understand. But my dad taught me I'm just as important as anyone else. For every mean person, there's so many kind ones. You just have to find them." The crowd's ovation roared for 5 minutes. As I tucked Lily into bed that night, she asked, "Dad, do you think Ms. Harper learned to be kind?" I paused. "I think she's learning, kiddo. But what matters is you never let anyone make you feel like you don't belong." Lily smiled, her spirit unbroken. Ms. Harper's cruelty meant to dim her light, but instead, it ignited a community's love and Lily's unshakable strength. What do you think in someone like Ms. Harper truly change, or is her remorse just regret for getting caught? Should Lily forgive her, or is justice enough? Comment below, like, and subscribe for more stories. Where are you watching from?